Piyush, good morning. Good afternoon, Piyush. Piyush, sir, good afternoon, sir.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon, sir. Sir, am I audible clear, sir?
Yes, sir, yes, sir. You are audible.
Yes, sir. So very soon all the coordinators will join. Dr. K. Sheshaji, madam is also joining or not, sir?
Yeah, she has already joined, sir.
And she has joined. She has joined from two accounts. Yes, sir.
She has joined.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, as soon as all the coordinators will join, we will start the meeting, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, Khalid ji.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you, sir? Fine, sir.
Fine.
I think
Audible very clearly?
am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible. My voice?
Yes, sir. It's now clear, sir.
It's not clear?
No, clear, sir. It's clear. It's
Okay.
audible, sir. No problem, sir.
So along with me, one of the member of directorate is also joining today.
Okay. No problem, sir.
He is helping me in this project to accomplish.
No problem, sir.
Mr. Abdul Majid.
Good morning, sir.
I think he called you before.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So as soon as all the coordinators will join, we will start the meeting, sir.
Definitely, sir.
Thank you, sir. And you have received all the units from our side, sir?
Yeah, we are receiving, sir.
Okay, okay.
Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Fine, sir.
Uh,
Fine, sir. Along with me, my director also joined, sir. Professor Bhanumurthy, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. He has joined, ma'am. Most welcome.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, sir.
So very soon our advisor, ma'am, under the leadership of her, we have started this work. So she is also joining us with us, Dr. Mamta Rani Agarwal.
So before starting, we have some queries, sir. My director will ask, is it okay, sir, to you?
Definitely, ma'am. Every query will be sorted out, ma'am, because that's
Yes,
why
sir.
this meeting has been arranged.
Sure,
And
sir.
Mr. R. Ganesh from IIT Mumbai, who has a translation tool for us.
Okay, sir.
So he will also help us for translating the.
Bhanumurthy, sir.
He is
madam.
also joining, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Already joined, sir. He joined, sir.
No, he is joining. We are contacting him. He has promised yesterday.
And also, not regarding translation, regarding small query, whatever you shared, guidelines on that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Sir,
I think better if we discuss when everybody joins, madam, because
Everybody
Okay,
join. Yes,
sir.
ma'am. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
because
So
it
that
is
the doubts
common
will be
for
clear
all,
to everyone. Yes,
it's
yes, sir.
common
Yes,
for all, so all the people will have an idea.
yes, sir. I am requesting everyone
Arshad?
at the earliest.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yeah, ma'am. Good morning. You are audible.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. So, Dineshi, if most
Yes,
people
ma'am.
have time, maybe start the meeting or should we wait for 5 minutes?
Ma'am, two persons, two coordinators hasn't joined yet. Very soon they are going to join. So within 2-3 minutes, everyone will join.
So, you just inform me
Yes, ma'am.
the moment we have to start the meeting.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Very good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Ma'am, with your due permissions, may we start the meeting, ma'am?
Please start.
Good afternoon, everyone. On the behalf of AICTE Atal, it's my immense pleasure to welcome you all the coordinators for today's meeting. As in the brief, let me tell you about the how many books, 88 books, total 88 books we have to translate into the regional languages. And AICTE has designated Atal Cell under the dynamic leadership of our Professor Dr. Mamta Agarwal, ma'am. 6 languages, or total 12 languages has to be translated for the technical books. Out of which 6 languages, work of 6 languages has been allotted to it. That is Tamil, Hindi, Telugu, Bengali, Malayalam, and Urdu. And accordingly, all the coordinators has been designated, and all the distinguished intellectual coordinators are with me. I request Shashi Ranjan ji and Ganesh ji and Shesha ma'am, Devanshu Deji or Manjula ji, please switch on their cameras.
Can I just take 1 minute, Dinesh ji?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We have
Sure.
not welcomed our coordinators. Actually, Dinesh
Yes,
ji
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I am
he is
going
such
to
a sincere officer
Yes, ma'am.
that there has been a sad happening. He has lost his
Yes, ma'am.
father-in-law yesterday, and it is a very sad state for him. And I even requested him that in case he wants, he can postpone the meeting. But then, look at his sincerity that even after such an eventful day at his residence, he is still with us. So very, very hearty congratulations to all my respected coordinators who have joined us. I am Mamta Agarwal. I am Advisor 1 at All India Council for Technical Education. Right now, I am heading Atal Cell, and 6 of the languages, the entire translation work from the selection of coordinators, of course, in consultation with your Vice Chancellor, and then subsequently, you will be identifying those coordinators and reviewers. Every work, the entire book, all the 88 books will be done by Atal Cell of AICTE. Now, just in one line, I would finish this and hand it back to Dinesh ji. Then now if our role has changed, so what will be the role of Amit Srivastav ji? He is also our colleague. So Amit Srivastav ji, as per the office order, will provide us the complete content, the book in English, only in English. And we will receive the books in English from Amit Srivastav ji, who is the director here. And then Atal Cell. And Atal Cell has 2 directors. And after this, I will request both of my directors to introduce themselves. So Atal Cell, after receiving the book in English, all the 88 books will go ahead with translation in 6 languages, Indian regional languages. We have total 12 languages, and the 6 languages are given to me. So now, once again, I welcome each one of you, and you are becoming a very integrated part of Atal Academy's technical book writing in regional languages. And your job is so important because you are actually contributing to access. The students, because of not so good in English, they are not able to pursue their education, and then they feel that they are not as good as their counterparts who speak fluent English. So I think you are doing a very empowering job. I again welcome you, and I request that kindly do this, understanding that what a great social work you people are doing. Of course, amount is paid, but the hard work which you are putting in, that amount is nothing in front of that hard work. Now I would request both initially Dinesh ji and then Sunil Luthra ji, 2 of my directors, to introduce, and then Dinesh ji will take over and explain the modalities of it. Thank you so much. Dinesh ji, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your guidance, ma'am. First of all, myself, Dr. Dinesh Singh, working in Atal Cell. Let me introduce another director who has recently joined, Dr. Sunil Kumar Luthra ji. We both will look after this work. And let me introduce all the coordinators. For the Tamil language, we have Dr. S. Arun Chelvan ji from Anna University. Welcome, sir. For Hindi, Dr. Shashi Ranjan Akela ji with 2 co-coordinators from Rajiv Gandhi Pradhyogiki Vishwavidyalaya, Bhopal. Then for Telugu, we have...
Put on your cameras, please. We want to also recognize you, please. We want to identify with you.
Yes, ma'am. Please, sir. And for Telugu,
Ma'am,
we have
excuse
Dr.
me, I'm not
K.
able
Shesha.
to open my camera. If you could,
Okay, ma'am. And for
Okay.
Telugu, we have Dr. K. Shesha Maheshwaramati and Dr. P.R. Bhanumurthy ji from the Jawaharlal Technological University, Anantpuram, Telangana. And for Bengali, we have two institutions, Professor Devanshu De from Jadavpur University, welcome sir, and Dr. Manjula Das from NIT Arunachal Pradesh. And for Malayalam, we have
morning.
Dr. K. Gopakumar from APJ Abdul Technological University, Trivandrum, Kerala. And for Urdu, we have Professor Mohammad Khalid Mushibar Jafar from Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Manu. As ma'am has explained very well that 88 books has to be translated, out of which 42 are for the UG program, that is for the BTech programs. And out of these 42, for third semester, there are 19 books, and for fourth semester, there are 23 books. And accordingly, in the diploma program, there are 46 books, out of which 25 are allotted to third semester, and for fourth semester, there are totally 21 books. And we have recently sent a letter on the behalf of AICTE, our member secretary has sent a letter to you regarding the appointment of coordinator. And after this, one book, nearly it will cost us nearly 1 crore rupees. And out of which, for one word, we have to give 1 rupees for one word to the translator and 30 paisa for the reviewer. I think you have received all these guidelines. These are with you. And out of 1 crore, nearly 50 lakhs, we have sent a letter to you that 50 lakhs in advance will be reimbursed to you. And where are that in Bengali language and in this one Malayalam language. In the Malayalam language, there are two universities, two institutions. That's why the 25 lakhs each will be allotted to you in advance. And when you will send us the mandate form, we have requested you have to fill up the mandate form. Whenever we will receive the mandate form, we will transfer this advance money to your institution account, sir. And out of the total amount, which is to be reimbursed, 5% has to be given to the university, out of it 30% to you and 74% for all the coordinators. And nearly I have received from Tamil language for third semester, I have received 19 proposals, 19 translators name, and fourth semester 21. And for diploma programs, 23 translators, and for the first semester, 19 translators. For Hindi, I have received 19 names for the translators and UG program, and for diploma, 24. For Telugu, I have received 19, and for UG program, and for fourth semester UG program, 23. For diploma, 25, and 24 for first semester. Bengali, I didn't receive anything from the Jadavpur University. I hope at the earliest I will receive those. But from Dr. Manjula has sent me the 16 names for the third semester, UG. And reviewer also, I have received 15 for third semester. And for diploma program, I have received 22 names and 18 third semester for reviewers also. For Malayalam, from Dr. K. Gopakumarji, I have received 3 names for third semester UG program and 6 names for diploma third. And for the Urdu, our Dr. Khalid sir has requested that all that content should be sent in advance, and after that they will select the translator. And we have sent all the units to the Dr. Jafar sir, and I think the translator may have been chosen by our professor sir.
Yes, sir. We are in the process, and soon we will submit the list of translators.
And
Dinesh
for
ji, do we
helping,
also have Udaan team with us?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Udaan team has joined, and I am coming to this. Udaan team from IIT Mumbai. They have a translation tool that will help us a lot. And first they will translate it, and then the contents will be transmitted to you. Then will be given to you. So now I think.
As I told you, Dr. Amit Srivastav, who is a director at AICTE, he will get the books developed from English authors, that is, books developed in English by some renowned authors. Then we receive these scripts in English. We will hand over this material, these books in English to Udaan team of IIT Mumbai. And then now Udaan team will explain. We will request them to give you as to how will they go about it. And as we have been made to understand, with roughly 80% of accuracy, Udaan team will translate this English content in the regional language, all the regional languages that, we are giving the work. And once you have received it, then the remaining 20% or whatever is left, that is to be done by manually by the translators, subsequently reviewed by the reviewers. So without taking much time, I would request Udaan team from IIT Mumbai to go ahead and kindly explain it to them. And even if you want to give a very small brief demo, that can also happen. So over to you, IIT Mumbai. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Agarwal. I am Professor Ganesh Ramakrishnan. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Okay.
Please go ahead, sir.
So it's a privilege to again help this community today. I'm very grateful to Dr. Amit Srivastava and in the past, Dr. Sahasrabudhe and Dr. Punyaji, who actually put us in touch with the AICTE team. Can you see my screen as well?
Yes, sir, it's visible, sir.
Okay, so the goal in Project Udaan was to really bring human in the loop for machine translation, basically close the entire translation loop. And while we began 7 years back, so we have a lot of history, we are also, our work has been acknowledged and funded for further research by several follow-up projects. So this was inaugurated last year on Hindi Divas by Dr. K. Vijay Raghavan, the then PSA. Very briefly, I'm going to just skip and go to the tool itself. Yeah, we got a lot of traction. We actually have several users, and AICTE, obviously, you have a very systematic mechanism which we have experienced. Now, I'll tell you a little bit of what were the goals when we set out. Our goal was to have a platform.
Sir, just one, because it is our first meeting, so you can even tell in detail also. Maybe, I just said it brief. So maybe
Okay.
a little background will do. And this is our first meeting, so they need to understand. Our coordinators need to have that confidence in your tools. So maybe you can take a little time. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So I'll just complete this slide and then go back if required. So the goals here in Project Udaan are what we have built is a platform with complete translation workbench, including translation business management. We are focused heavily on offline mode, which means you get the translation, you can edit it offline like in a Word editor. This is largely thanks to feedback from Dr. Punyaji and Dr. Amit Srivastava a month and a half when we met at AICTE headquarters in Delhi. So while we have an online and an offline mode, the team will show you how in the online mode you can view the output, but offline mode is where you can actually edit the output and create almost a publishable book. And we have created lots of books using this tool. So what does it have? It has machine learning models for translation, but also for post editing to augment human translators. And one of the most important human translation post augmentation is dictionaries. We have lots of dictionaries. When you use those dictionaries, then automatically the output gets aligned. So I'm just going to time and again, I'm just going to run you through some demonstration. But for the time being, let's just understand the overall background. We have lots of domain-specific linguistic resources, dictionaries, translation memory for efficient and consistent quality translation. Another very important aspect of our work is that we have been setting up a lot of parallel corpora and technical domains. So our tool is such that it helps set up parallel corpora for technical domains. So we don't want the parallel corpus to be an outside exercise. We want it to be a part of the data creation process itself. That's where the tool is also helping us. And as you can see, our goal was to translate and publish lots of books. So we have started in that process, but now thanks to AICTE, we will focus on our expertise, which is machine learning, tool building. And I'm very happy that AICTE can take up the task of really getting the publication and translation post editing. So what were the challenges with a completely manual translation process? For end users, it's difficult to identify and shortlist quality vendors, whereas for translation agencies, or freelancers, the project acquisition and management cost is high. On the other hand, for the translators and proofreaders, there's a lot of drudgery involved. How do you reduce the drudgery involved so that they do what they're good at? Right? What the post editor is good at is basically the domain knowledge. The machine translation is very good at routine jobs. So we have also listed, we had a very detailed study in papers published looking at the issues of end users, the translation agencies, and the translators. I've listed some of them here. I'm going to just give you one example. So let's say you have a sentence. Let me just. I hope you can see the screen. Can you see the screen? Can you see the demo tool?
Not. It is coming now, sir.
Okay. Thanks. So I'm going to show you a simple example. Let's say you have the sentence. You need to learn differential calculus to understand Fourier series. Okay, this is a sentence. Now I'm going to have two possible translations. One is without any dictionary. Okay, कोई dictionary नहीं डाला हमने, and हम हिंदी में देखेंगे उसका अनुवाद कैसे आता है. और दूसरा है कि हम dictionary डालेंगे यहाँ पर. So you may say, okay, it's mathematics. That seems to be the related area. We can also suggest dictionaries based on the text. अभी के लिए हमने mathematics manually choose किया. So let's look at what happens.
Most of the people are from, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam. So maybe I would request you to be in English only because I hope they do. I'm not sure if they know Hindi.
Sure, no problem. I'm just trying to show the
Alright,
input English. When you use the dictionaries can be in any language. So here we have selected no dictionary, right? And if you look at the translation, it is come as Fourier के श्रृंखला को समझने के लिए आपको अलग-अलग calculus. देखिए, इसने differential को अलग-अलग बना दिया. This is without using dictionary, right? But moment you use a dictionary, we have built models that when you use a dictionary, the human constraint, Fourier की श्रृंखला को समझने के लिए आपको विभेदक calculus, right? So the differential has become vibhedak. Why? Because it was there in one of the CSTT design dictionaries. Mathematics was there. Mathematics dictionary has differential as vibhedak. So you can see the same thing can happen in any other language. I'm just showing an example in Hindi.
Ganesh, I have a request to please translate in the other languages also, Malayalam, Telugu, and Tamil. Please show that.
We will do that.
Sure.
I just want to proceed with the presentation. We will do that in the end. The demo we will show that. Is that okay? So
Okay.
So as of now, our main focus is how to bring the human in the loop through dictionary. So what does the tool have? So you can upload a PDF document, and you can manage sets of PDFs which you are translating, and through the tool you can post edit. So what you will see on the left hand side here is the translated content. You can see that in Malayalam, Hindi, as our team will show in Malayalam, maybe sometime later they'll show example in Malayalam. You can do it in Tamil also if you have your own books. Now the source document in English will always appear on the right in the tool. The translation will appear in your target language. As based on the dictionaries you specify, the dictionary words will also be inserted into the translation. So here you can see the dictionary words have been inserted and they're highlighted in green, so that you know that there's some standardization of the vocabulary. The tool demo that we'll show, what we have done based on AICTE feedback is we have also included the original word, English word in bracket. You can do that. So is Vyakhyan ke liye example. Example was that because I think illustration is in the dictionary it's called example. So that's why it has come up here. Or Kshetra. Like, let's look at now Kshetra. In bracket you can have the word area, because area is translated as Kshetra. So the source word can be put in bracket and the target word is highlighted in green. What we also do in the tool is we highlight sentences which you are editing. So for example, if this is the sentence you're post editing, this tool is for post editing, then the tool highlights the part in English, the section in English, the image in English, that is being post edited in the target language. So that way you can track, as you're editing, you can track what is being edited. This is really how a snapshot of the tool looks like. So the process is you upload a PDF. Now you may have lots of post editors. They don't have to necessarily upload PDF. Maybe you have coordinators, as you are pointing out. You may have Tamil coordinator, Telugu coordinator. They can upload the PDF. Our backend system, which is hosted on AICTE, will do translation. If the book is machine readable, we will do machine readable PDF parsing. If it is not, we will do OCR also, optical character recognition. We'll do that also for the book. And we'll try and preserve the tables, the equations, figures in those places wherever they are in the original PDF. Right? Like in this example, this image was preserved and the caption was showing up. And then you can do post editing on the translated output. So this is how the end-to-end flow is. Maybe after this, now we'll have a demo. Is this overall process clear?
Sir,
Yeah.
may I?
Yes,
So
please.
there must be one digital keyboard too, no? Like one or two letter or some word. If I want to say, I have seen that okay, sentence is okay, but I want to modify one word. So if a digital keyboard is there, so that I myself can type it instead of using the software, is that possible? Is
So
it
in
there?
the software, you can type using a digital keyboard. You're saying that there should be a digital keyboard in the software?
Yeah, is it there?
This software doesn't have, but it works with phonetic keyboards. For example, if Google, Microsoft, they have their phonetic keyboards, it works with them. We have incorporated several fonts here, and we can work closely with your team. If there's a particular font you want to use, we can incorporate that. But maybe our team will, and when they demonstrate, they'll explain we can work based on any keyboard that you already have for typing. You can edit the text here based on any keyboard you have, including on digital keyboards, online digital keyboards that you already prefer using. You can work with all of them because this
Like
is
for one or two word, a small word, I don't have to like use the whole software. No, like their sentence is already like translated, and like with some word I'm not satisfied. Like I want to give one input from my side. So for that particular, if I could like type digitally from my side, is that possible?
Yes, exactly. So let me just show. I think what you're showing on the left hand side, you can edit. So the text on the left hand side is completely editable. Okay, let me show you. Once you do the OCR, optical character recognition, etc., what you get on the left hand side is totally editable. Let me show this. Okay, this you can edit. You can see the cursor, right? This you can edit on the left hand side. This you can edit on the left hand side as you're typing. In fact, suggestions also come up. Suggestions can come up based on your previous edits. When you make edits and when you do a control as a save, it suggests, the tool also suggests patterns of replacement. So this left hand side is all like an editor, Microsoft editor, but lot more than that, because it is also preserving alignment, right? So it's saying, okay, these were the edits you made on this page. In the following pages, do you want to make similar edits? Okay, so then it's also prompting for similar edits elsewhere. And again, I want to highlight that as you are editing the text here, it is highlighting the image of the original English for which you are editing the Hindi. So you are actually editing Hindi, you are editing Tamil, you are editing Malayalam in this part of the editor. Is that clear? So it gives you initial translation that you can edit. You don't have to create translation from scratch. All this is already provided. You can start editing it. Madam, is that clear?
You mean to say,
Yes.
that right hand side we have the original text and the left hand side we have the edited text. Is it clear, sir?
Yeah,
In
yeah.
the
Because
left hand side, you have the translated text which you can edit.
Okay.
yes, why I said this thing, like when we were like recently translating official documents into Hindi, so we used Google Translator, and like what happened when we like translate English to Hindi directly, what happens, like the meaning sometimes was not what actually the English was suggesting. So we had to like modify some terms, some word. accordingly, so that the meaning of the English sentence and the Hindi remain the same. So this is why I was asking if we could like change any particular word if I want to give
Yes.
input from myself.
Yes, absolutely. We will now start the demo. I think then you'll understand this. Yes, you can edit. Absolutely. And what I was trying to show is, as you are editing, our tool is also tracking the edits you are making, so that edit you have done in one place, you can also replicate similar edits in other pages. So we want to also reduce your time as an editor. That is our goal. We want to make your life as easy as it's possible. We may have limitations, but as easy as it's possible.
But sir, sir,
Yes.
The textbook needs to rewritten in the regional language.
Right.
Translating and editing, sometimes it won't give the correct meaning. In many professors, they are facing this kind of problems. Once we have to understand the English language text content, then we have to rewritten. The merely translation is only applicable for some down related things. It's not the whole book, because it gives a lot of meaning. As a teacher, as a professor, we have to understand the concept and rewritten to the regional language students. Otherwise, it will be just a textbook they can't understand. I hope I don't know the limitation of this tool.
So exactly that what you're saying, we are only providing you an initial translation. You can
Okay.
edit it, and we are, as you can see, you can see the original text here on the right hand side. You can always, as you're editing, right, you're saying, okay, I'm not happy with this sentence. It'll show which is the sentence you're corresponding to the sentence you're editing. What is the source translation? What is the source sentence? You can look at it and you can change it. If you feel you should change it completely, you can. Our experiences, as was pointed out by madam in the beginning, it's roughly 80% accurate.
Okay, but actually, again, revision. It need more work, more laborious job. Then we can do a new writing.
Sir, I want to share one thing, because 100% translation is not possible with this, but it will help us a lot.
Okay.
Nearly 50 to 60% our work will be done by this, and nearly 30% we have to go for it and we have to review it. At least 50 to 60% work will be done with the help of this software. So in the very precise time, or very few in earliest, at the earliest, we can
We can save some time.
Yes, sir. Time will be saved. Yes, sir.
Sir, as I remember in the discussion of our first meeting, that sometime we have to add the sentence, sometime we have to add the words. That means a complete new information can also be provided by the translator to make it understandable for the users. Yes. So that is also very important when we are using electronic tool.
Right. So you can insert sentences, you can insert words. You can modify the text as you like on the left hand side. And if you replace words, for example, I was showing, if you replace words, if you're editing and replace words, then our tool is also tracking what changes you're making and suggests those changes for following pages to you. You may edit on page number 1 and it will suggest, do you want to make similar edits on page number 5? Right. So we are also tracking your changes.
Sir, good afternoon to all of you, sir. Good afternoon to Mamta Madam and all the AICTE officials. I am Professor P.R. Bhanumurthy from JNT University, Anantapur. So now, what I understand from your demonstration is you will be giving us the translated version in the regional languages along with the tool.
Yes, sir.
Where
Yes, sir. Along with
the have the original English text.
Yes, sir.
So the translators have to do this editing in this tool only, wherein they can see the translated text in regional language and side by side the original English book. So that's what I understand. Is that
Yes,
right,
sir.
sir?
So I have one question, sir.
Absolutely, sir.
I have one question, sir.
Because earlier, Mamta Madam told that we will be given the translated versions of the textbooks But now it's, I understand that you will be giving both original English books
as well as the translated
as
tool
well
from
as
the Udaan, sir.
the translated
Yes,
regional language books. And this editing, whatever is required, has to be done by the translators on this tool itself.
So because in the minimum time, we will get the maximum output, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely, I appreciate that it takes away a lot of burden from the translators because it makes their job easy.
Easy.
Because it is some sort of proofreading kind of
Yes, sir.
thing
Yes, sir.
mostly. So I appreciate the efforts made. Of course, earlier also the same kind of uh, efforts were made for some AI tool from AICTE. Let us not worry about that. But this, I think, if this can support all the regional language fonts while editing, then that will be of enormous help to the translators as well as the reviewers. I hope that all the fonts of all the regional languages are supported by this particular tool.
Yes, sir.
And if there is a font that is not supported, our team will work with you. As I said, we have a team who will work with you. Like Malayalam, there was some font which was not supported earlier. Our team worked and incorporated those fonts. So we are happy to work with you to incorporate.
So I have a question about the compatibility. So is the tool compatible for all systems, and is it mobile compatible also?
Currently, it is only on desktops, Windows and Linux both. We have not extensively tested it on Mac, but Windows, Linux on desktops. Could we actually start with the demonstration? Then you'll probably see. I just showed you snapshots. So I'm just stop sharing. Our team members, Anuja and Pranita, they are always available to help. So Anuja will be screen sharing. Anuja, you're muted. Yeah. So what she's showing is the uploading.
Yes.
And you can change the target language, Anuja. I mean,
Yes.
pick any language that you want to demonstrate with.
I have a request. Instead of Hindi, you please choose any other regional language.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
she will do.
Yes, yes, sir.
So, sir, we have to select PDF. PDF or doc file is supported here. So I uploaded EM Theory Unit 1 in English document. Source language is English. Target language I'm choosing Tamil. The repository name is the same as the book name. I'm giving my GitHub ID. Then you can choose the dictionaries from this. So this
So
is
for the time being, don't worry about the GitHub ID. This is to be done only by one time by the person who is submitting. So many of these are very simple. So the person who is editing doesn't have to bother about all of this. Yeah.
Yes.
So you can choose whatever dictionaries you want. Like she typed EL, you can.
Yes, sir. Multiple dictionaries can be chosen here.
Yes.
Yes.
You can choose multiple dictionary, and if you scroll down, you can see it. So I selected physics.
And probably coordinators will do this uploading once.
Yes. Yes. And our team can work closely with the coordinators. For example, choice of dictionaries. If you want to automatically suggest the dictionaries versus whether you want to manually choose, we can work with your team, the coordinator team.
Yes. Then yeah.
What
you have
about numbers and equations? Like numbers, can we keep in English or?
Yeah, currently numbers they're often maintained in English. Equations are rendered as images right now. So maybe Anuja, you can show. So this is how you upload.
Equations and figures will be the same.
currently we are working on how to parse equations and create, make them editable. But currently they are just as images. Anuja, your screen is. Can everyone see the screen? The tool.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Anuja, you can show the editing tool.
Yes. Okay. So this is the editing tool. So this is the edit area. Here you can edit. This is English to Tamil translated. This in the right hand side you can see the source
Now I
file.
request Dr. Arul Chelvanji sir, please look after it.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I
So
think
as she is editing a line, the corresponding image is being highlighted on the right hand side.
Yes. Yes, as he said, it needs some 30 to 40% rework, but it's good.
So, sir, here you can type in Tamil also. If you use Google input, so you can uh, select from here and type.
Okay.
Also in
That
the
is what I was saying. Excuse me, ma'am. Like to type, we need the digital keyboard in each language wherever we are translating. Like if I am translating in Bengali, then to type in, we need that keyboard in Bengali, right? Or
yes. So, ma'am, if you are using the Unicode, so you can directly type here. You can change the writing system Bengali and you can type. Otherwise, if you are using Google input, so you can directly select and type from Google
got it,
input.
ma'am. Got it, got it. Thank you.
And madam, we'll work closely with each team separately. So if it's Tamil team, we'll work with the Tamil team. What are the options available? What they are comfortable with? So we can do it in a customized manner, in the sense, depending on the team.
Anuja, may we type something in Tamil now? Is it possible on the screen?
Yeah.
Sir,
Please do so.
sir, I have Malayali input. Can you tell any?
So what I would suggest is,
I don't have Tamil keyboard installed in my system. I have Malayalam
Maybe
installed.
right now, whatever you can get, any book, even of a diploma or any degree, anything you want to do it, please try it out, because we should know that, subsequently, if you say that, this was the problem, then we may not be able to kind of reply at that time or respond. So right now, the expert from IIT Mumbai is here. So we would request you if you can, meanwhile, we will go to someone else. So just take 5 minutes and kindly try to get some.
Okay.
So Anuja, you could for the time being just copy the text from somewhere else and paste it. I think they just want to see the right. You want to see the editing being done here on the central panel.
I think madam can convert the book into Malayali, and she can use her Malayali keyboard, and then she can show that.
Okay, that can also be done. We have Malayalam team here as well.
No, sir, she's saying she has Malayalam keyboard. She can do that.
Yes, sir.
No, we have the output in all languages actually. I think keyboard is something. Why don't you just install it, Anuja? If
Yes,
it's just
sir.
Tamil, just install the Tamil keyboard. Tamil keyboard, you can in fact show how to install it. It's very simple. The phonetic keyboard.
Or whatever you have installed already, you can show from there that also.
Yeah, or show the Malayalam if you're Malayalam. Yeah, either is fine, Anuja.
Yes,
Maybe you
sir.
can start with Malayalam and then. So here you can see that the table has come up as a table on the left hand side. Anuja, can you show the table translated?
This table is translated.
Yes. Now I request Dr. Gopak Kumarji, please look after it.
Yes, sir. I am looking into it.
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have one question. Actually, are we going to insist to use this for translation?
Actually, what they told is coordinators are to do this.
Okay, anyway, we are going to insisting to use this translation tool for all the translators.
Yeah, sir. That will give reduce the work because around 50% saving time saving can be achieved by using the tool. That achieve that advantage there.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Is there any user ID password thing that coordinators have to use to get access of this one?
So the coordinators will have an account, all coordinators. What we are encouraging, this based on discussion with Dr. Amish Srivastav. The actual translators they can edit without any account, but if they have account, then what will happen is one person is editing, another person can verify. So he will know who is edited and who is verified. So we have given an option where you can have an account, but it is not mandated. But account by the editor, post editor, the translation editor, but it is not mandatory.
So translation review, both we can manage it in the same system.
Yes.
Okay. Sir, maybe after the translators are selected, maybe we are going to give some orientation and a kind of program. That time you can give a detailed presentation to them.
Yes.
Yes.
Useful for them.
So that was my impression. Sorry, I thought today is more of an overview because
That's
for
a good
every
suggestion.
language we'll have a separate orientation and detailed walkthrough.
Yes.
That's a good suggestion. That would be helpful.
Yeah.
So we'll have demonstration language wise so that coordinators as well as translators will get a good idea about how that translation can be carried out, etc., etc.
Yes.
Right.
They will be easy to understand.
Sure.
But as you, what we wanted to show is the basic features, right? You can maybe Anuja can show other features. So as you can see, the table has come up as a table, and now as you're editing, she's editing a sentence. You can see the one blue highlighted. So she's every sentence she's editing, the corresponding English is coming highlighted. Anuja, why don't you enlarge the right hand side? It's little small. You can show how to, so the slider bar, and you can make the, yeah.
What
so you
is
can resize.
What is that being highlighted in green color? What is it actually?
So the green, green color are the text from the dictionaries. So, so on the left hand side, if you remember when we were choosing the dictionaries while translating,
okay,
we chose electronic, something like that, right? So those words are getting highlighted, whatever appeared. The model tried to force those words in the dictionary from the dictionary into the translation, and it's saying these are the words.
Okay.
The green word we have to choose whether it is the correct translation or not, sir. Translator has to decide, sir.
Yeah, fine.
It is the correct, then it can be saved or it can be changed by the translator.
Yeah, clear. Yes.
It is only to guide.
It is
Nothing
an
is forced.
aid for all of you. It is your assistance, who is helping you out in this translation work. Because, it's a very tiring and a very daunting task to actually undertake translation work. So I would say that Professor Ganesh has really made our job much easier.
Okay.
By developing such a state-of-art tool. And as we go further in the process, I'm sure it will improvise and it will become better and better. So kindly take it as your assistant, who is listening to you in everything. Yeah.
Thank you, madam. I mean, you found the right word. It's an assistant. The green highlight, if you find it is not appropriate, change it. It's just an assistant.
Okay.
And in fact, as an assistant, we have also put the corresponding word in English in bracket.
Oh,
So you may
oh.
be wondering, okay, what is that word from the source? So it's just highlighting. So saturation,
Actually,
if you see, she's editing the word collector saturation voltage. So it is just highlighted the translation of saturation in green
Okay.
because it appeared in the dictionary.
just I wanted to add what Professor Ganesh is saying, that we decided that many of the words in the regional language, they become too complicated that sometimes the child may not understand. Like, for example, if we translate computer, I mean, in the respective language, children are more familiar, students are more familiar with the word computer. So in such cases, we would use the words which are generally used, and also we will keep the original word in English itself within the bracket. And last meeting we discussed, and it was a suggestion which he graciously agreed, that we will also provide a glossary of all the frequently used words in the regional language and English.
And from this software assistance, we can save the final file in PDF format, isn't it? And that will be the final deliverable format.
Two formats are possible: PDF and doc. You can also export the content in doc format.
Thank you.
Sir, I hope you have must have made a manual for the users about this. Otherwise, a manual would be a lot of help for the people who want to use this tool.
Yes, manual is there. Do you need the manual in every language or English is okay?
No, say manual for one language will serve any other language also. How to do that?
We have a manual in English. We have a detailed manual in English.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, what about the page setting, like page setup after translation? This left-hand side, translated part, will it come in the same page setup like the original one, or we have to do that setting part?
Okay, thanks, madam, for the question. So, Anuja, now maybe just collapse the left-hand panel and only show the editing part. So you can do most of the formatting that you can do in Word, you can do here. Whether it's making boldface, itemized list, inserting images. If you have additional image to be inserted, for example, you can insert additional images as well.
Ganesh, I have a request with Anuja. Please, can you translate some English contents into the Bengali one?
Okay, Bengali, yeah.
Bengali, yes.
Same books are I translated into Bengali. Are you able to see my screen?
Ma'am, now it's in Bengali, ma'am. Please look after it.
Yes. So what my point is, like here, Coulomber Niti. So there is one word, Coulomb's law. So here the ka and u, that combined word should come in combined term, no? But here ka and that u is coming separately. So will it be like this only in the final term, or can we edit it?
You can edit it. You can edit it. This is so. Ek kaam karo na, Anuja. Just edit that word.
That
Coulomb. Just delete. Yeah. You're saying there's an additional character, right? You can edit it as you want. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it was needed. Thank you so much. It is like not 80%, so it is doing most of the work. It's just the translator have to just manage it.
Thank you, ma'am. And it's a great work done by the IIT Mumbai under the leadership of
Yeah,
Dr.
it's really great talk. Thank you so
Yes, sir.
much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. I just wanted to again point out we are continuously researching on this. It is not that we are here. We are trying to keep moving. For example, you can see that the itemization, right? This unit elaborately discusses the following topics. First, quantization and conservation of charge. Now that has been lost. Some formatting has been lost. We are also trying to see how to retain the formatting. Tables we have retained, but then many places like boldface. So we are trying to continuously push the frontiers of research. Ideally, our target is whatever was the original format, we are able to retain it 100%. Currently, wherever possible, we have retained formatting. See, one more point I want to say is in the process of retaining formatting, our goal is also that the alignment between the left hand side and right hand side is maintained. Right? We can do very rich formatting, but then if we don't know which sentence is being edited, then the person editing has to take a lot of headache. Which sentence from the English is this Bengali sentence corresponding to? So there are multiple fronts on which we have to make sure that there is alignment. So we are continuously also working on research problems. Another research problem we are working on is how can the work, let's say English to Bengali, English to Malayalam, English to Tamil, can there be commonality that can be leveraged? You will do some edits in Bengali, someone else will do in Malayalam. Can there be some overlap between these? So one language benefits the other. So there are 4 or 5 different projects where we are trying to push the frontier. So as you keep using, we may come up with new features also. But right now, our effort has been whatever best we have so far, we are trying to give you.
And I have a humble request with all the coordinators, whatever the suggestions have come out from the translators or reviewers, please send it to the Professor Ganesh team. They are in the continuous enhancing process so that this tool can be enhanced a lot. And in the next year or the next time, it will be much more beneficial to us, all of us. Whatever the suggestions we got from the translators in between the translation process or in the reviewing process, just please forward to the IIT team and they will edit the same. They are in continuous enhancing process of this tool. And whatever the evaluated inputs will come from your side, that will be much more beneficial. Okay.
So Anuja, can you just show some of the formatting features, please? Just show the way you can format the text, like that question was brought up. Putting in itemized list, boldface, all the
contacting person, sir?
Sorry?
Who will be the contacting person from your team?
So Anuja, who is demonstrating, she and her friend Pranita, these are the 2 people who will be on all training sessions. They may distribute
I will share all the contact details and email IDs of our IIT team under the leadership of Ganesha, Anuja, and everyone. I will share all the email IDs and contact numbers of Udaan team.
Just to introduce other team members, we have Ajay Ravindran, who's a master student here. Ajay, can you just say hello?
Hi everyone. Yeah, I'm a second year MTech student now, working in the project.
And he is very conversant with Malayalam. So he has been helping the Malayalam AICTE team. We are trying to see if we can get Tamil. So another thing is if you can also identify people from your end whom we can train and who can work very closely with our team for Tamil, that really helps. So Ajay, when he went to Thiruvananthapuram, it really helped the entire team understand. So if you can suggest someone, we can work closely with that person and almost make that person a part of our team only for each of the languages. That will be very helpful.
Sir, in your tool, there is a provision for the Urdu language. You have inserted the Urdu language translator? No.
Not currently. We want to get there, but currently it's not there. Feature is not there.
Yes, sir.
So firstly, it is a wonderful tool, sir. And since we are working on Urdu, so we can help you in developing dictionaries and other things.
Yes,
we have 2 years translation course of post-graduation level and research lab also is there. I really feel very happy to see this. Definitely for Urdu, we can contribute at academic level also if you have some, suggestions for us. And we love to see you people at Manu.
Thank you so much. So reassuring. very happy to hear that you'd like to work closely, because we
So
didn't have anyone.
actually, I work with Pushpak sir and Deepti ma'am.
Okay.
So how have you found
I
it
was
in
a part
Urdu?
of their team in Triple IT.
Okay.
Khalid, what is your feedback and experience in Urdu with respect to Udaan?
I have not used it till now, ma'am.
We
This
don't
is the
have
first
Urdu
time I am coming
feature right
across.
now.
When Amit ji was here, I requested him to have that tool in our labs, because most of the time students are using these as their assignments. So it will develop the tool when the number of users will increase. Definitely, it will develop the tool.
Ganesh ji, I have a suggestion that there are many other countries where Urdu may not be so popular in our country, but there are certain countries that are operating.
No ma'am. Sorry to say, Urdu is very popular language in our country, more than any country. I can say it is number one.
Okay, fine. Okay, it is number one. But what I was thinking,
But because of our attitude, it is lagging behind in technology, and Manu is there to support definitely.
So that is the reason we are trying. So I just wanted to ask you that even too, I am asking you also, Khalidji, that do you think that the kind of dictionary they have and all, this is available from some other country, or maybe even that it can be simply integrated rather than being developed from inception itself? I hope you are understanding what I'm saying. So can you help us out, or can you help Ganesh ji that rather than he inventing or reinventing the wheel all over again, he can simply pick up a tool, check its compatibility, and can integrate it with Udaan?
Definitely, it is possible, ma'am. Even I think in our country also, other centers they are working, particularly from Triple IT, we can take help. And there are dictionaries developed by other countries also, and we will try to coordinate, sir, as much as possible.
Khalidji, what I feel, it's about languages. So even if it goes beyond the boundary of our country, I don't think there should be an issue.
Definitely, ma'am.
Okay. And Ganeshji, do you have my mobile number, or Dineshji, do you have his mobile number?
You mean my number? Dr. Amish Srivastav has my number, and
Yes, ma'am. You may share with me, or maybe I'll just write.
Dr. Sunil has my number.
Yes, ma'am. I will share.
All right. So
just one, madam,
Yes,
just
sir,
2 minutes.
I need your personal contact also. If you give it to ma'am, then definitely it will be transferred to me also.
Your number is 9619847728, I think so.
Right. I'm typing it here.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sorry, I made a mistake.
96198.
96198.
Yeah, I've typed it. What we also have Ayush Maheshwari, who's a PhD student, and actually a lot of the work got done by Ayush. All the backend engine and the way dictionaries are being manifested. Ayush, can you just?
Yeah, namaste everyone. I'm Ayush. I'm a 4th year PhD student at IIT Bombay, working in this machine translation and constrained machine translation, wherein dictionary is being involved.
So Anuja, can you just show the editing feature? Your screen is not visible. Anuja, your screen is not visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So she'll just quickly show the features that like a doc word editor has, right? So those features she'll quickly. Anuja, why don't you speak now?
Yes, sir.
Assuming translation is done, editing is done. Now, if you the question was raised, can we now make it like properly formatted, right? And yeah, why don't you go ahead?
Yes. If you want to do center left right alignment, you can do. So you have to select
Be
the
a
sentence.
little more louder and be a little more clearer, please.
So ma'am, just select the sentence, and here we have shortcuts also, and otherwise you can see here also you can do right alignment, left alignment. You select sentence and do bold, italic. Also, if you want
Anuja,
to
I think you're not sharing properly, because can everyone see what she's talking about?
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't.
it is fine, sir. I think anybody who is well versed with
Okay.
formatting in Word, I think they can
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it very easily. But I have one basic question here regarding the formatting. Last time the AICTE has insisted that the final document should be in the InDesign DTP format. So actually that made things a lot difficult for the translators because we could not find the expertise in InDesign, say technicians who can do that. So now is it sufficient if the translators format in Word and send it back to you? Or again, is there any say restriction that they have to do it in some InDesign format or something like that? Just I want to have some clarification regarding this.
Bhanumurthy ji, we have yet not discussed it. We have not sought any clarification in this regard. So let us find out and let us do some deliberations and speak to our competent authority and then we'll get back. We really don't know as of now.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Because
and whatever the suggestion you have said, sir, we will put it with the
Yeah.
higher authorities, and we will find out a solution with you.
So my suggestion is that, sir, because of that particular say, what should I say, that particular restriction, actually we have lost a lot of time in getting the typed manuscript getting in InDesign format. So if it can be accepted in the Word format as per the format in the English text, I think that will save a lot of time for the translators and the reviewers also. That is my humble suggestion. You please think over it and then give it.
You will share your suggestions with our higher authorities, and whatever the decision will be taken, we will let you know.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so I think since you got the idea, pretty much any feature from editing point of view is there here. Equation, you can add, we can't add equations, but you can add all mathematical symbols. Anuja, wo dikha do. Mathematical symbols, you can add fonts, different kinds of fonts are supported. Undo, redo, as I was explaining here, you can undo changes. You can undo changes on a single page. You can undo global replaces you have done across multiple pages. And as I was saying earlier, if you make one edit, Anuja, why don't you do that? If you make one small edit and do a control as a save, then the tool also suggests similar changes on other pages. Anuja, can you just do that? Yeah. Like she made that one change in Bengali, right? I think Madam had suggested one change in Bengali. Anuja, we can't see that globe. Now you can see. So can you see this? So do you want to replace? What is this word?
Yeah, we can see, sir. Do you want to replace so and so in the rest of the pages?
Yeah, Manjula Madam will know what the words are.
Yes, sir. Like the system is suggesting an alternate word for niti, like whether you want to keep niti or you want to write alternate word, which is nidharan. So like the system is suggesting synonyms. So
By suggesting because you made a change. So Anuja made a change in one place. So it tracks what you're changing automatically and keeps asking. And then you can do a preview. Like now you can preview saying, okay, which are the places you want to replace, which are places you don't want to replace, right? So you can also preview, and then as was pointed out earlier, ultimately this is assisting you. So you can say, I'm as Dr. Mamta pointed out, right? That you can say, no, cancel, I'm not interested. Or you may find this helpful, you may accept some of the changes.
Right.
So there are many more features which I think for language specific verticals, there can be a detailed discussion. Dr. Mamta, again, my request is if there's a way we can identify one slightly technical or no, someone who understands the language and whom we can train along with us, will be, I think it will go very well, because that person, like Ajay, he was able to train the Malayalam translators. We may be able to do that for each of the translators, who want to use the tool. I'm audible?
Yeah, you are audible, sir.
Okay,
but-
okay. Thank you. Maybe you can suggest what to do next. Is there any other question?
So, sir, during orientation program, you will again explain the things to translators and reviewers, right, sir?
Absolutely, in detail for those, and we'll take specific all the keywords, everything, shortcuts. Sorry, the font for those specific languages. We'll work with the language coordinators and make sure all of them are set up before the first meeting with the translators and reviewers. So Anuja and Pranita will do that with you. Who would be the contact point from each of the languages? Can you suggest Dr. Mamta? Or?
Yes, you can contact our advisor ma'am or myself, Dr. Dinesh or Dr. Sunil. No problem.
Okay.
Anytime you can contact us.
Okay, thank you so much. Can I get your numbers as well?
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Sure. When will be the translators meeting?
Sorry, sir?
When will be the translators meeting? Orientation program for translators?
Yes, definitely. There should be, at least in the beginning, there should be orientation program, and from the AICTE also one officer and the Udaan team will present at your premises for the orientation program.
Maybe it will come in the November or December.
No, sir. It's a 2 months time for translating a work. So within 1 week, you have to plan the orientation program, because only 2 months has been given to us for the translation of book, and we have to circulate among the students. We are already late, little bit late. So that's why we are.
So the orientation program will be in the physical mode or online mode?
Ma'am, please.
Hybrid mode. Let's put it hybrid mode. Somebody who is not able to come can join in hybrid mode, but we will prefer in unless there is some difficult terrain or it's non-stop raining like it is happening in NCR. So otherwise it will be in physical mode. Dr. Ganesh, will you be sending a representative or someone from your side at each orientation program?
Yes. If it's virtual, 100% they will be there. Physical, I have to see. But virtually, Anuja and Pranita will be available for all the orientation programs.
But I think, it makes much more sense because, sometimes the translators becomes absolutely hands-on, if you can make them available. So we'll give you sufficient time, but
yeah,
I think it will be appreciated, deeply appreciated.
Okay, I think we will work towards physical presence. That's ideal. We will work towards physical presence only.
And can you please in advance let us know about the infrastructure, what you need about regarding in the orientation program, computers and everything, so that the coordinators can arrange at their premises.
And coordinators, please get ready for orientation programs because, we would like the orientation program immediately after Diwali so that, we can go ahead with this work. You see, it's very time consuming job. So we don't want that we should be wasting any of your time.
So the orientation program will be in Delhi?
No, at your premises.
No, at your place.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
At your place.
Or in case you feel that more, translators are from some other place, you may decide that, okay, let's keep it, but preferably at your place.
Okay, sure.
And in the orientation program, please call up all the translator and reviewers so that in one shot they can understand everything.
Okay.
Clear their doubts with the Udaan team and with the AICTE team and with yourself also.
Right.
So for translators, will you send the letter to each every translator from your side or?
No, from your side.
Your side. It is a project for the university now. The university and whenever these books will be published, the name of the university, name of the coordinator, everything will be given, will be duly acknowledged.
Okay.
One question I have.
Madam, shall we take it for
Ganesh ji is asking a question. Just a moment. Let just Ganesh ji ask a question. Please tell me.
So, is it possible for you to share with us all the books that you need in all the target languages? Because what we will do is, in the meantime, get them ready anyways. If you can share the books, we don't have to wait for the training program. Training program, they are actually given the task because you are saying we have a less time, right?
Very much so,
Ganesh ji, the moment our books are ready, the moment the books are being received by Dr. Dinesh Singh, immediately, same day, these books will be shared with you.
Okay, and roughly what will be the timeline by when you think they could be
That
shared?
he has to check with Dr. Amit Srivastava. I'll just, and we'll get back to you after checking with him in person. Dr. Dinesh Singh will get back to you.
Okay.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Thank you so much. Also, one last question: if the recording can be made available to us today's session, because the kind of questions that came up,
Yes, sir.
we'll also make a note, detailed note.
Yes, sir. We will share it, sir.
Thank you so much.
It's recording.
Our admin team, Piyush ji, have we recorded the whole session?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So please make it available to Professor Ganesh.
Yes, sir. Sure, ma'am.
Thank you.
And I have received one complete book on the IT workshop, and tomorrow I will share that book with all the coordinators and the Udaan team. And 46 units I have received from the different subjects. So I will first share with the Udaan team and with the coordinators. And one more thing, I am like to request our Jadavpur University or coordinator, Dr. Devanshu Dey. So, ma'am, I have received the you have designated as a diploma program, translation for diploma program for Jadavpur University. But fortunately, Dr. Manjula has shared the translators and reviewer list with us for the diploma programs also. But for the NIT Arunachal Pradesh, UG program has been allotted. So is it possible we can work in collaboration with the Devanshu Dey sir, so that we can transfer the translator list to the Jadavpur University? Is it possible, ma'am? Dr. Manjula?
Yeah, yes, sir. Actually, initially we were like ready to do the translation and review
Yes,
of
yes, ma'am. Yes,
third
ma'am. Yes,
semester
ma'am.
UG and third semester diploma. So I can
Yes, ma'am.
share the reviewer list for third semester with
Yes, ma'am.
Jadavpur University. And
Hmm.
now we are preparing, it is almost done, the translators and reviewers list for fourth semester UG. So,
Correct.
sir, here I have one question, sir. Our director, sir, is out of station. So, can I take his digital signature, to send a copy to you, sir? Is it possible?
No problem. Please send. Please, no problem.
Thank you, sir. So that I'll do. I'll send the translators and reviewer list of fourth semester UG to you by tomorrow, and I'll share the third semester diploma translator and reviewer list with Jadavpur University.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
one more thing, sir, we have not received a mandate form that you just mentioned in the starting of the meeting that we need to fill up.
Yes, ma'am.
What mandate form, sir? We have not received it.
Yes, ma'am. By the evening or tomorrow morning, I will share the mandate form. Please
Okay,
fill up so that the required money will be transferred to your institution's account and work may be.
Sir, I have one query, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, actually, on 30th of September, you sent one letter to the Vice Chancellor.
Okay.
Which has all the details and about the amount and etc. It has not been shared to me, a copy of it. So I was blank. When today he called me, I was blank on it. So I request you to add my email also in our communications.
Definitely, I will share this copy with all the coordinators. No problem.
Yes, sir.
Actually, till the time the Vice Chancellor nominates or designates somebody as a coordinator. See, initially a letter is only written to the Vice Chancellor. Then Vice Chancellor will nominate. Once Vice Chancellor has designated some person as the coordinator, then immediately henceforth any communication going from AICTE will be shared with you as well as to the Vice Chancellor. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Actually, I have been allotted this responsibility from university, and I sent the copy to AICTE and Atal both. So I request, we have created one more email, sir, coordinator, because my director's email is common for other purposes also. So I will share my email as coordinator for this project. So it will be helpful for me to separate it out from all the communications.
In fact, it's a brilliant idea. I would request other coordinators also to keep a separate mail only for the purpose of, because we receive too many mails. It's usual to receive 200, 250 mails in a day. So see, if you keep a separate email ID for coordination work, then you will not miss out any important communication. But I leave it to you. As long as you can handle it, within your existing email, it's okay with me. In case you create a separate email, I feel it will be much more it will be much easier for you to trace any important communication, but the choice is yours.
Also, I have one addition. Please keep a separate account for the financial transactions between AICT and the institution or university regarding the TBW scheme. So please maintain a separate account for this one.
Yes, sir. The sample I shared in the chat. The sample which we have created, I shared in the chat.
Yes, sir. Different head and with different account numbers. I think Dr.
One clarification, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm here.
Can we take it for granted that whatever names we have communicated are final?
Sorry, sir.
We have communicated the names of the translators as well as the reviewers to AICTE. So, Telugu, sir.
You are translating the Tamil in the Tamil language?
No, Telugu, sir.
Yes, sir. I have received that.
Dr. K. Sheshmasrama has communicated.
Yes, sir. It's enough, sir. Because there are 19 subjects and I have received the 19 translators. It's enough, sir. No problem, sir. From the Telugu language, there is no problem. For Tamil also, there is no problem.
So we will finalize. We will finalize their names. There is no
yes,
need to get approval from AICTE again, right?
Sir, will you send any approval letter for the same translators from your side?
No, there's no need. As our ma'am has been stated, that is now it's your university work. You have to look after this one.
But sir, we submitted a list to you.
Okay.
Maybe number 1, number 2 also.
Yes, priority 1, priority 2 is there.
Yes, better you have to give a approval letter from your side. Otherwise, it will be a question from our university.
Okay.
Giving to the selection.
No problem, sir. We will.
So
the sanction level. No problem, sir. We will accord the sanction to all the translators list which we have submitted. No problem.
Yes. Yes, sir. Please send a letter and a list. Thank you.
No problem, sir.
Sir, Dinesh, sir, I want to know another one thing.
Yes, sir.
Anna University, we submitted one list for English book writing for only 2 subjects. Was it approved or not? We don't know.
Sorry, sir, you are not audible, sir, little bit.
Yes.
Problem is there.
From Anna University, we submitted 2 list for 2 English book writing.
Okay, sir.
One is operational research and
actually this work is handled allocated to Dr. Amit Srivastava, sir.
Okay.
Okay. So you please send your mail to Dr. Amit Srivastava. So Dr. Amit sir will look after that one.
Okay. Which email it is, sir? Mail it.
Yes. Please note down director.fdc.
1 second.
Yes, sir. Director.fdc @aict-india.org. Sir, please unmute.
F for food, D for?
D. Yes, sir. Faculty Development Program.
C for capital.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think we will now wrap up the meeting, and I would request my colleague, Dr. Luthra, to formally propose vote of thanks to all of you.
Madam, can I have 2 minutes before that, madam?
Sure, sir. Sure.
Just some clarification, madam. Say we are given guidelines that we have to form a project monitoring committee for this translation work. So now, what should be the composition of the committee or constitution of the committee? Those guidelines are not given. And one thing is, we cannot have a single committee when the subjects belong to varied fields. So for example, we need to have one expert of that particular area in the committee. So we should have one electrical engineering expert in the project monitoring committee who looks after the translation of electrical engineering books. Similarly, ECE, computer science. Like that, depending on the subject, we need to have a separate project monitoring committee. That is what I feel. Can we go for that? That is one question. And second thing is, whenever we form that committee, the committee has to sit maybe 2-3 times or depending on the requirement. Can we have any provision for paying sitting charges to those committee members? That is another question, sir. I think if it is not immediately, if it cannot be answered, at least later on also we can be given guidelines regarding that.
Actually, yes, sir. I wanted to say, Professor Murthy, this is the thing that, as of now, the nitty-gritties, the modalities of the composition of committee, this project monitoring committee, as well as what will be its composition, how many meetings it is supposed to take, then what will be the remuneration, whether it will be proposed or not proposed. We still are deliberating, and we will immediately get back to you the moment we finalize these. But yes, I'm very happy that you flagged these two issues, because these two issues are very important, and I'm sure Dinesh ji has noted these both: composition of the monitoring committee and number of meetings, and also all other modalities. Yes, thank you. So a very quick formal vote of thanks by my colleague, Dr. Sunil Luthra.
Yes, ma'am. Very warm greetings to respected all. I, Dr. Sunil Luthra, on the behalf of AICTE Atal Cell, firstly, I would like to thank our advisor, Dr. Mamta Agarwal ma'am, for sparing time from her busy schedule. Then I would like to thank you all for being here in our first meeting of technical book writing. A special thank to Professor Ganesh and his Udaan team from IIT Mumbai for extremely helpful demonstration of the Udaan tool. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Professor Ganesh. Thank you, all my dear coordinators. And in advance, wish you a very, very happy Diwali, a festival of light. And may all you and your loved ones be very happy, healthy, prosperous. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone, and have a great
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Happy Diwali to everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.